to Hytale Blog Post Tells All plus Combat Gameplay New. Hello and welcome back to Hytale Truffle. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Today on Hytale News Update, we break down all of the new gameplay footage and clips we got in the blog post, where the team also discussed where they have been this year, why they were silent for 6 months, and what the plans for Hytale's future looks like nowadays, including a recalculated release window, changes to their launch plan, and clarifying tweets from the CEO himself, Noxy Woxy. First up, let's analyze those combat videos we were shown. Stamina, blocking, special moves, and signature moves are all confirmed here. We see team member Buddha Cat here demonstrating the one-handed sword. First, showcasing the basic attack, which if done successfully, will vary your swinging directions each time with 3 different swings, from the right, from the left, and then striking from above like a combo. I wonder if blocking attacks like these will be a case of directions, having to face your shield the way the enemy is swinging and such. We then also see an example of a special attack, which is a charged lunge when performed using a sword. All weapon types will likely have some form of special attack, making combat a lot more dynamic and strategic. We hear a signifying noise for this charge as Buddha pulls back his sword and then dashes forward to knock the training dummy back. They have this noise so that the moves themselves become more recognizable to a player over time. Henceforth, a Hytale pro should be able to use sound to aid their PvP performance. Special moves, which likely drain more stamina, are separate from signature moves. Another attack in which you will actually have to land blows on target and block incoming attacks with your shield to charge up. So weapons have a regular attack, special attack, and charged signature attack. We actually see a blue glint and a noise indicating has been fully charged after dealing with the last 2 mobs. For the one-handed sword specifically, this signature move is an area of effect attack that can damage multiple targets with a spin, and then follow through on 1 extra strike to the adversary in front. While I'm excited to see the rest of the signature moves, I think this one's going to be popular. The idea that you can run in, clear out 2 bodyguards or minions, and then strike the boss or your real target for more damage is a cool playstyle. Of course, one-handed swords pair well with a shield, which we are told also drains stamina when used to block. This playstyle comes down to stamina management, being able to strategize and decide when the right attacks are needed and when to defend. The second video sees Buddha performing another exercise routine or example of a dungeon run. He's in zone 2 rather than in zone 3 this time, fighting with a mace, this time a 2-handed weapon which strikes hard but slow, using lots of stamina to do so. They also provide a knockback with their regular attack, unlike the sword where it's reversed for the special move. We'll get to the special move. But first, we're told that Mace also has a combo of swing patterns, left and then right, much like the sword, except now we're told about an alternate attack, which seems like a different type of regular attack used for some other purpose. The Mace's alternate attack is a hilt bash, which provides an increased knockback and probably breaks noses. Following this, he charges the Mace's special attack, likely by holding down the cursor to completely knock a dummy out of the way. Delivering one of these gives us that familiar charging noise and blue glint, which means he must be ready for his signature attack. A leaping slam that sends you up into the air and crashing back down to affect anyone in the area of impact, damaging and knocking them back substantially. We even see this lovely blue and yellow glow coming from the mace. We are told maces are for pushing people around, crowd control. The best mace wielders are conscious of the stamina they're using. By managing and positioning themselves correctly, they can turn the tide of a battle. We are given some teases at how daggers will act as the assassin-style weapon, favoring hit-and-run attacks, whereas the battle axe are all about building damage through combos. But that's all for now. Exciting stuff, seriously. We were promised a deep dive into combat, and they are finally breaking things down for us. They are looking very cool too. Combat seems great, of course, but if you're not fighting against other players, then will it feel like a challenge? Game struggles with creating the right AI for their player, but Hytale have seemingly created a pretty spot-on representations of theirs already. We are shown in this next Zone 1 clip, as a drum of the war beats on in the background, 2 players fighting each other. Well, one is a player, the other is an AI-controlled avatar. Guess which is which? The team have clearly been working on the AI. Apparently, it's been able to best some of their top fighters. They want depth and variety in the way we fight against the creatures of the world. Their combat actions evaluator systems is a fancy way of saying each mob will fight with personality in mind. They will judge things like number of players and the actions they take before deciding what weapon to attack with, how to approach, and when to flee. Of course, this is all customizable. You can imagine a tiny mouse would flee at the sheer sight of you, but a large boss may not even be intimidated by 5 fully armored Orbis officers outside his door. It may even cause him to get angrier. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.